Hello everyone, Scientier here with more Ocarina of Time. I'm also known as Ben, and once again, I'm joined by my sister Jennifer.
Hello.
That intro has changed a little bit every time. It's how it goes.
You say the same things, but you say them differently.
It's true.
Just like the prisoners, the carpenters who were in the thieves' hideout. There, you got it.
My brain was like getting the first part and then failing to do the second part.
Gotcha. Yeah, as you said, these are the songs that don't just repeat three notes, but
Yep.
they do different things. I love this song.
Okay, let's start by going this way.
Now, if you memorize the ghost's path, which you said is possible, you said you could go backwards.
Yes.
You can get to the Gerudo Fortress as a child. Is the gate closed?
The gate is closed, I believe.
So you can't really get anywhere.
I'm going to plant a seed here.
Might as well.
I bought 2 of them.
Yep. I remember he increased the price each time.
Yep. I think there's 10 total.
I don't remember how many there are. That sounds about right, though.
I'm gonna grab the slingshot. Let's see. This would probably be a good idea.
Alright, time to meet Naburu.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The pots are infamous,
The
aren't they?
pot flew at me and healed me.
Oh, that's funny. Hello, Naburu. I haven't seen you around, kid. Oh, this is funny. Ganondorf calls you kid.
That's true.
And she's a Gerudo. So, maybe this is the thing with the Gerudos is they call you kid.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you want?
Nothing really.
You have nothing to do? What good timing! Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second, I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? Now, this is before Ganondorf has made his move to take over.
Yeah, I hate Ganondorf.
Uh-huh. You've got guts. I think I like you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Naburu of the Gerudo. I'm a lone wolf thief. How can you be I shouldn't say she's the leader. I was going to say, how can you be the leader and be a lone wolf? I wonder if she's not actually a leader right now, but becomes a leader once Ganondorf is controlling her. Or Twin Dwarf is controlling her. I don't know. I mean, she's wearing different clothes, which could signify that she's in an exalted position or something.
Yeah.
But she didn't actually say she's a leader right now. We'll see what she does later in this dialogue. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say that the lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man.
That probably rustles his jimmies.
What?
Made him upset.
I've never heard that. I could tell from context. But where did you pick up that expression?
I don't know. I thought it was a commonly known rustle someone's jimmies. Wasn't that a common
I have
expression
never ever heard that said before in my entire life.
Comment, sound off below. Have you heard it?
To rustle one's jimmies?
You're rustling someone's jimmies, being a...
Rustle or wrestle?
Russell.
Rustle. R-U-S-T-L-E.
Yeah.
And jimmies, J-I-M-M-I-E-S?
Yeah.
What is a jimmy?
I don't know. It's an idiom.
How do you rustle a jimmy?
I think it's like to mess with someone's underwear, maybe?
I think you made this up.
let us know. Comments. Let us know.
I'm going to see if Wiktionary's ever heard of this.
Anyway, she'll never bow to such an evil man, so let's go on to the next line.
Alright, by the way, what is your name, kid? Link? What kind of name is that? Well, anyway, I've actually read a book with a character named Lincoln, who goes by Link, I think.
Wasn't Lincoln the name of Daisy's boyfriend?
Yes, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This
Yeah.
was a dog, but it talked.
Fair enough.
In a book.
There's also
It was L-I-N-C.
a band.
Lincoln Park?
Yeah.
I think it's L-I-N-K-I-N,
Yes.
right? Not L-I-N-C-O-L-N.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking up Russell someone's jimmies. Wiktionary thinks this is a real thing. They have an audio pronunciation. Internet catchphrase primarily from the image board. I'm learning things about you today, Ben.
I've never
4chan.
been to 4chan. Well, that's not necessarily 100% true, but I do not visit there intentionally or regularly.
Slang. Internet slang. To bother someone, to make someone feel upset. Example. Yesterday night, my mom told me to stop playing video games lest I become a killer. Lest? Wow, this is like internet slang and then lest. They really do different modes here. Some prejudiced stupidity really rustled my Jimmies. That sounds like a really made-up sentence, not something someone would any say. Synonyms: rustle someone's gym jams, or ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where I first heard the phrase.
4chan, apparently.
Like I said, I have a very vague awareness of 4chan, but I have not.
I have heard the name of it, and I know it has a bad reputation, but I don't actually know what happens there. I want to ask you a favor.
Going back to the dialogue.
Yes. Will you go through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid, don't even think about taking this treasure for yourself. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you if you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Will you do it?
Yeah.
Thanks, kid. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you.
Cool, bribery.
I mean, more like quid pro quo.
Yeah, that's true.
Which could also be bribery or something. But yeah, I have never heard this phrase because I don't go to 4chan.
I also don't go to 4chan, so I don't know where I heard it.
Well, it's... Uh-oh, your shield blew.
Yeah.
Burnt up.
That's okay.
It
It gives me something to do with my 500 rupees.
Ah, that's a good point.
That's the wrong way.
You only have one shield available now. But what do you think children do who don't live in Deku Woods? Do they have access to Deku shields?
There's other places you can buy Deku shields.
Okay. Why are they called... I guess they're called that because they're made out of wood. Maybe it's wood from a Deku tree, just like Deku sticks, and Deku nuts, and Deku seeds. And I'm still perplexed about this. And Deku scrubs. These can't all be the same plant. It's so funny seeing... I guess the difficulty with it is that you can't move when you're equipping.
Yes.
Because it seems surprisingly effective at, like...
Turtle mode is pretty good. It's kind of like Star Fox Adventures Dinosaur Planet's Fox's shield.
I'm trying to remember what his shield looked like.
It was the blue glowing...
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, but you're stuck in one place. He kneels, right?
Correct.
He kneels when you do that. Okay, yeah, I see the connection now. Because you can't move.
Is it useful to go in this way first?
I have no idea. Time for
Can I
Dinspire.
do this?
So it looks like, actually, just having glanced at that, it looks like you have basically everything on that screen except for the fourth bottle, right?
I'm not getting that bottle either, but
I
yes,
know.
I think you're right.
I know. Ooh.
Uh,
And the light arrows, of course.
yeah, and light arrows.
Yeah. There have been a lot of fire keys.
Well, I think I might have set those keys on fire with
Oh,
Dinspire.
okay. There have been a lot of keys.
There have been.
These guys get around too. We've seen several Sophos in different places. Maybe we mentioned how.
Oh, good. I got stick glitch.
Ah, and what is that? Do you use like a sword?
It means it's broken, but I can still hold it in my hand.
Oh, nice.
It's a thing that can just like happen.
You're
You're supposed to use the boomerang to get around the thing to hit that, but you can
But
also
you can
just
do that.
stand there.
I was gonna say, in the last episode, you mentioned that the Lost Woods and the Haunted Wasteland have like the same, practically speaking, are like the. Oh, well, that was convenient.
Okay.
Well, that worked out really well. You didn't use your money though. Or it's basically the same mechanic, just with a different.
Yeah, it's the same concept with a different execution.
Yeah. of like you get lost and stuff. And what's interesting is that they say that you turn into a Stalfos if you're in the Lost Woods, and we just saw a Stalfos here in the desert.
Yeah.
So maybe you turn into a Stalfos.
These enemies are interesting in that they're only weak to fire.
I don't think I've seen this enemy. It's like a cobra or something?
It's an Anubis, I believe is the technical name. It's basically a floating mummy.
Huh. I couldn't tell what it was doing. It was floating. It looked like it was a cobra from my angle.
The puzzle here is that you can lure it around and then hit this switch, and that sets the thing on fire. Because it reverses your movements. So if you walk all the way over to there, it will put it over here.
Huh.
Which obviously now I need to wait for the fire to go out. And then you can shoot that to activate it to make that fire happen.
I wish I'd seen more of it, because I'm very curious about it now.
There's a few more.
Watch for the shadows of monsters. Oh, okay. Shoot this. This is... I'm feeling like things are very reminiscent of the Forest Temple right now. We also had the skull. I feel like they had some of the skulls. Obviously, that's a big thing for like the Shadow Temple and stuff too. But they had some... Did you want to get captured?
So I can collect the silver rupees there to lower the bridge to get out, or I could just go ahead and get captured because why not?
Okay.
And crawl back in.
But the... I feel like there were some of, like probably maybe the ones with blue or something. They weren't the giant skulls. They were more smaller. But I think they had like the flaming skulls in the Forest Temple, and they had the Stalfos in the Forest Temple, and there's some things that are kind of reminding me of the Forest Temple.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
And then, like I said, the Lost Woods, the Haunted Wasteland connection too.
Yeah.
So, interesting. Not sure that was intentional, but
I don't think so.
Certainly is interesting. Oh, great. It's interesting being young Link again and getting the seeds and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not used to you getting. It's been a while. I love the spiders.
It's interesting how they have targeting with like the bow and the slingshot without an actual reticle. Like it doesn't have a targeting dot.
Okay. Yeah, like the red laser pointer.
Yeah.
But they have other ways you can kind of figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, you just kind of position stuff well.
Yeah. Yep. And like for the boomerang, it's with your head, right?
Yes, it's kind of where Link is looking.
But yeah, not remembering these Anubis things, as I said earlier, I think this is the temple that I remember the least. So, nice. That did two things, because it also killed the spider.
It did.
So that's nice. Maybe it killed two spiders, in fact. Ooh. Is it a Lizalfo? I think so. Dinalfos have the turtle back, and this has red.
This is a Lizalfos.
Show me the light! Thank you. I guess it must be a sign it has on the floor or something.
That's the switch, the sun switch.
No, when it said "show me the light."
Oh yeah.
Is there a sign that says that?
This spawns Bomb Shoe Chest, I believe.
Ah. I remember drawing those suns because like they have.
They have them in Majora's Mask.
That's probably where I drew them from. Not this one where it's got the rays coming from it are moving. It looked like. Which is
that was
overly complicated, but so obviously I wasn't doing that. Wow, there's another Dinalfo. Lizalfo, I mean, that popped out. Anyway, was showing him the sun relevant anyway? Well, it's something later, because you just kind of left.
It opened the door.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that happened. Okay, I didn't see the cutscene for that apparently. But yeah, because I remember having to learn like there are two. As a light yellow and a darker yellow, and there's like a pattern to which direction they're curved.
Interesting.
And it looked like when it was spinning, they were spinning opposite directions. One was doing clockwise, the other counterclockwise. But there was like a pattern to like they were in sets of 3 curving in the same direction. And then I memorized that. I don't know if I still remember it exactly.
I found the dungeon map, by the way.
Yay! Now, when you become an adult, does that hold over? Do you still have the map?
Yes, you still have the map.
That's nice. Did you get the compass as an adult, or did you get it now as well?
Legitimately do not remember.
That'd be a way to ensure you get the map for the compass.
Indeed.
But yeah,
This fire feels like a hack for this dungeon.
You have multiple places where it's useful then. I guess all the Anubi, or Anubises, or whatever.
Yeah, the Anubises.
But yeah, that is an enemy I do not have any memory of.
But also this chamber.
Also very appropriate for having the mirror shield in a place where the enemies mirror your angle.
I think this is...
Very nice that you can be able to light all these torches. Ah. Is there one initially that's on fire you're supposed to...
So you're supposed to collect the 5 silver gems in order to light an initial torch.
Okay.
Or, oh my
The
goodness.
gold one, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
gold one.
I see the sun on there.
Yeah, that opens the door. I think that other chest has bombs in it, so probably give me a blue rupee. Because I'm full on bombs.
Mm-hmm. You're also full on rupees.
I am full on rupees.
It's funny seeing him sideways, like the profile of the sun with that nose.
Oh, yeah.
It's really funny.
You can see the Gerudo symbol on this, by the way.
Yeah, and I was noting before that I had seen a picture in the guide and on one of the blocks, and you could see it had the crescent symbol of the original symbol. Ah! Those BMOS things are always really scary to me. Like, not scary, like, you know, creepy scary, like a horror movie, but scary as in, this is dangerous. Scary. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of damage, so.
You have. Ow.
Because I'm pretty sure this generally doesn't... Oh, no, it is key.
Well, I'm glad that was useful then.
Good thing
that
I
was
got it.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
Was able to backtrack there. And it really would take an hour to do this dungeon, right?
Yeah, we'll see. If I get through this one fast enough, we'll do Shadow Temple as well. I don't expect it to go that quickly, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, how far are we through the kid part?
I don't know what I'm going to that many for. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. Like, again, it's been a while since I've actually played this game myself.
Mm-hmm.
And randomizers, because you can go into the side as an adult, there's just not a reason to.
Uh-huh.
We're almost done, I think.
Okay. Ooh, there's an iron knuckle as a kid, too.
Yes.
And all of the iron knuckles have Gerudo inside, correct?
Yes.
Better collect those.
They also have
You're too short!
terrible
It can't hit you because you're so short. That's adorable.
Yeah, just hit me that.
Aww. Now, are these like the hardest bad guy in the game besides obviously Ganondorf or bosses or something? Like the most HP or whatever?
Yeah, you can kind of argue multiple different ways for like what makes a hard enemy.
Yeah.
Stalfos, I think, are a little bit harder because they have a block
Mm-hmm.
action, so you kind of have to find their vulnerability window.
Uh-huh.
But it's fairly comparable.
Okay.
Now, this is a really interesting...
We do talk to...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm talking too fast. We do get to talk to him again. Ooh.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Link? Surprised to see me? Hoo-hoo. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even I thought the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Ooh. Link, you have fully matured as an adult. How does he know? Right? Like, I want to know who is this guy?
Did he see us in the cutscene and somehow send those memories back to this point?
I don't know.
Is he a time-traveling owl?
I don't know. I feel like he's very mysterious and I want to know more.
Yeah, he is very mysterious.
From now on, the future of all the people in Hyrule is on your shoulders. Hoo-hoo. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Aww, here is my last advice. I wish he was in the end credits. What's gonna happen to him if he's going away? Also, why does it have to be nighttime so I can't see him
I
properly?
know.
2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. Hoo-hoot. Mirror shield.
Yeah.
I'm almost nostalgic for him saying that because he does it every single flippin' time.
No, I
Do you want to hear it again? I will continue to watch you. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoot. I mean, that's where we see him in the future, as he's continuing to watch us.
Yeah.
Oh, farewell, Kapora Gabora. I wish I could see you fly away, but it's nighttime. I guess you are an owl, so it makes sense for it to be nighttime.
The mirror shield is in a chest over there, but it doesn't spawn until you walk into a specific spot, because if it spawned early, you could long shot across.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Side note, since you're now outside, does that mean that time can pass? Or are we still technically inside the temple?
It's weird. This is another spot where Beta Quest will randomize those entryways, but most randomizers will keep them locked to that part of the temple.
I'm not sure if you answered my question.
I believe we're outside.
So time can
Technically.
pass.
So time can pass. But yeah, it's really interesting of like, oh, and Beta Quest is like, oh, you walked out onto a hand. I'm pretty sure Beta Quest works this way. But other randomizers are like, no, this is totally part of this one unit. We're not going to have the hands be randomly other entrances. I like the pure chaos of Beta
I was about
Quest.
to say the word chaos.
It's a very different flow. But
Yeah, there's definitely a different feel of you go to a different location, but the location makes sense and it has internal consistency versus just everything is a free-for-all. Yeah. That would definitely be a very different dynamic of how that game works.
It is.
All right, you got Naburu Silver Gauntlets just in time for her to not be able to take them. And use
If you wore them, you would feel power in your arms. The power to lift big things with A.
Yep. Like I said, there is clearly some kind of like a second person narrator, omniscient narrator in this game who talks to to Link.
Yeah.
That's why it's second person. You promised to give them to Naburu, you should keep your word. Like, who is saying this?
Yeah.
There is some kind of
His gauntlets won't fit a kid. Plus, you promised to give them to Naburu.
There's
You
some
should
kind of
keep
like
your word.
storyteller telling the story
For sure.
or something. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Wow, it is so dark. I heard her screaming. Hey! Oh, wait, I did a lower voice for her. Hey, where are you taking me? I can't even tell you're in a hand. Yarg! Let me go! This will be our first on a Twinrova. You fiends! Ganondorf's minions! Link! Get out of here now! These witches, they're using black magic on me!
Oh, no.
Oh no! Wow, nighttime was a bad choice. I cannot see a single thing that's happening. They flew in the temple, I know that.
Yeah.
And she sunk into sand. And now it's windy. Alright, well, so ends Child Link. In the Spirit Temple.
Yep.
The song is too happy after that scene, right?
Yes.
Too cheerful. As we go away in yellow light.
How many Skulltulas do I have, I wonder?
You wanted to get 50, didn't you?
It'd be kind of nice, I guess. It doesn't
you can
really
also
matter.
save while you're here.
I have 45.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, we're on the GameCube version, because that was the one that I had that was kind of working that I could record off of. I've heard the Wii Virtual Console is, like, the best one, kind of.
In what way?
Good frame rate, and, like, looks nice and stuff. This one has some jank to it. Like, I've noticed a lot of, like, the circle stuff doesn't extend to the corners properly. Other people might have noticed some of that detail as well. But I've not mentioned it until now. But,
Did you learn the word jank from 4chan as well?
it's just a common term that I've heard in Magic the Gathering.
I know. Well, I didn't know that, but I didn't think it was from 4chan. What's interesting to me if you actually pay attention to the instrumentation.
I'm now wearing the Silver Gauntlets.
Oh yeah, that was automatic, huh?
Yes. They're at strength 2.
Yeah.
If you don't have the Goron bracelet, Adult Link cannot pick up stuff that you couldn't pick up without the Goron bracelet.
Huh.
Like, he's not naturally strong enough to pick up bomb flowers and stuff.
Interesting. He's a weakling.
Yes. There's a bunch of stuff
I
that
can
you can...
relate to him. Yay.
There's a bunch of stuff that you can...
But I was in the middle of saying something when you told me that.
It's true.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
I was talking
I was formulating my words.
about... What was it? 'Cause I remember thinking I had an interesting thing to say.
I hate it when that happens.
I do too. Now I want to, like, pause the recording and go back and listen to what I said. You're paused. We could actually do that.
I don't want to have to...
And cut the spit out. I guess
Reset
that's
all
true.
that.
We would have to do that when we... Alright, you win! You get a potion.
I don't have... No, seriously.
Oh, that's right,
That guy probably sells the other color.
let me see. We were talking about instrumentation.
Oh yes,
I remember
right.
now.
Got there.
Yay! If you so many levers. If
They
you
won't leave me alone.
you said that already, but yes, it's a much better pun than whatever one I made a while back.
Instrumentation though.
Yes. While we're writing this, we talk about it. If you actually pay attention to the instrumentation for most, if not all, of the teleportation songs, they start with Sheik playing the harp the first go round, and then the second go round is you playing the ocarina as like a call and response almost,
Yeah.
or a duet or whatever.
Ooh, did that give me a new heart? Excellent.
It's so funny to me when you're playing it, you know, on your own, not in the cutscene with Sheik there for the first time. Ooh, you managed to dodge them.
I did.
But you're just like playing on your own, like you just did there. Like you play it to cue, like, you know, the notes. The player Ben hit the notes to cue then Link doing it. But the first thing that happens is not Link but Sheik.
Yeah.
Doing the like supposed to be string instrument, but they are using a keyboard, so it doesn't really sound like it. And then it has the, like, you know, supposed to be a woodwind or whatever instrument and isn't because it's a keyboard. But, you know, you can tell the difference of what they're supposed to be.
I don't know why this.
So it's really interesting to me, like, that, like, all of them start that way, where it's like, oh, here's the bit that's supposed to be on the harp, and then the bit that's supposed to be on ocarina, even though you're playing the ocarina the whole time. It's just really funny to me. Because it feels like if it was the other way around, it would feel a little more natural. Like you play the ocarina, and that cues like this mysterious, because it's a magical song, you know, harp response. But no, it's the harp starts first. And it's like, how did it know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny to me.
I don't know why there's a couple of Zelda Lullaby triggers in here.
Yeah, that is kind of odd.
I just played Zelda's Lullaby to make this compass spawn.
Huh. Because you'd think, I mean, we were speculating earlier about this apparent war or civil war or something that happened.
Yeah.
And we were wondering if it was with the Gerudo versus, like, the King of Hyrule, or who was fighting exactly.
Yeah, what were the sides?
Everyone else seems to have been, you know, allied. And, you know, we mentioned before, you're talking about the Final Fantasy VII doing, like, an extended, with the remake of kind of expanding on things and going into more detail and stuff. And if they did that with a game like this, it'd be interesting to see like if they expand on some of that backstory of, you know, starting with like there's this war happening, and then we got this refugee, you know, mother running to the forest for safety with the baby, and like seeing all of that and kind of knowing what is this war that was going on. That'd be interesting to like know more about that. And then also they could like flesh out some of the characters of the sages more.
By the way, there's a thing I did back there. When I needed to get a little bit more distance to grab one of these silver rupees, and I did a jump slash, like a jump and then hit the slash button, and that extended my range just enough to be able to grab it.
Nice.
That is a trick that I learned from people who did that, who discovered it.
That is very nice.
But it allows me to be able to do that without having to have the hover boots to get that. Because normally, I feel like you think, oh, I need the hover boots here. Interesting, when the rock hits you, it stops for a bit.
I've noticed that in the other temple. I don't remember which one it was. The rock, the fire temple, I think it was.
Yeah.
What was that?
Like.
It looked like a very weird. It didn't look like it had a shape. It was creepy. But yeah, like that would be also, you know, I feel like they have a lot of characters because they have all of the sages, but they're very like. They get minimal screen time, you know, kind of one note, whatever. If we should have more, like, I think it's the texture of the, like it's moving, the texture is moving or something, so it just looks really creepy. That's what threw me off.
Fortunately, I can one-shot them with a slash with my big one sword.
But, and of course you get money you can't spend. Like, you know, like, for example, did Impa know the whole time that she was a sage?
Yeah, how long?
How does Sheik know which people are sages? Because like she seems to know that like Saria is going to be a sage and stuff like that. How does she know? You know, all that kind of stuff.
Hang on, I need to grab my eyeball.
Is there an invisible enemy?
Yeah. There's...
Oh, I see. A wall floor master. I see them now. So, you know, that kind of thing. It'd be interesting to kind of know some of that stuff.
there's another one around here somewhere.
There it is. And wait,
No,
never mind,
that's
it's
the
magic.
magic pot.
I just thought it was Navi being helpful.
I mean, she does know where invisible things are.
Yes, I have picked up on that. Well, maybe it actually isn't here. But anyway, I think that would be...
It's so weird to me that it plays a, like, error noise, but also drops a chest.
Yeah, it's like error noise. Normally it'd be like da-da-da-da-da, like you did it rack noise. And like, why is it
Are
being...
these ice traps? What are these?
I guess it's
normal?
error because you didn't open the doors. Oh, yep. See, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
know.
need to know that there's more stuff to go do.
Uh-huh. You probably needed that.
It helped a little bit. Okay, that one's a nice trap.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't-
if only this had been reversed, that would have been much better.
I don't know what those things normally are, so...
Mm-hmm.
So this is where you can get in that one child side and go up.
So like the hand, you mean? Going to that hand?
So no, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
To where the other the thing is.
Mm-hmm. It's really dark in here.
It is very dark in here.
So what does it mean to be a spirit temple? Like the spirit, like
I don't know.
I get forest and fire and water.
So this
but
is
so
the
does
kid's
spirit.
side is over here.
Okay.
The chest that's above me, I need to go activate a thing for. You'll see. I realize saying activate a thing is rather ambiguous.
Yes.
This is adult side.
Oh, you can stand on the hand. There's a lot of that.
There is.
Indoors and outdoors.
Excuse me while I grab my...
Ocarina.
Yes. There we go.
And you can hook right over, right?
Yep.
That's convenient. Can you see it?
Nope.
I can't either. I cannot see a single thing
There we go.
over there.
Got my red dot.
It's way too dark.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how that footage actually looks.
Yeah, if it's like, I don't know if it's, it must, I don't know if it's the thing that's recording it that makes it so dark.
Yeah, I don't
or
know.
what, but it's really, really dark.
Or if it's like anything with your monitor settings. Or...
Yeah, I don't know. We are doing this in my bedroom, in case you're wondering why he mentioned my monitor. This is my computer monitor we're using as the screen.
Yeah.
So.
It made the most sense for life currently.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Very useful.
That was probably something else, and I just got a... Because it'll replace, like, bombs and stuff with...
So, like, if you're full up on it, they'll give you some money instead?
Yeah. Oh, that opens up the shortcut. I don't know why the shortcut exists. But there's a shortcut here.
Alright, this is where you use your silver gauntlets, right?
I already used them to get in.
Oh, that too, I guess. This is where I first noticed you using your silver gauntlets. How's that?
Yes, that is accurate. Because I've used them twice already.
3 times now, right?
Yes.
Now 4th time.
I used them to pick up a rock, and I used them to push several large
That's right, you said
blocks.
that the silver rocks, you have to
Yes.
use silver gauntlets, because I guess they're made of something that's heavier.
Yeah. This is another rusted switch.
You actually do use my tiny hammer more than I remembered you using it. Like, I was saying that it feels like...
And that elevator goes
Forgettable.
back to the entry chamber.
So that's your shortcut?
Yeah, so this would take you back from the entrance. Again, I'm not 100% sure why this is here. I don't mind it. It's just this is not a game where you really need to worry about that much.
Or a temple, you don't worry about that much. Some temples, maybe you could.
Yeah, some temples might have more of a looping pattern where that would be useful.
Do you notice there are words all over that wall?
There are definitely some walls that do that.
It's interesting.
So this is another Anubis room. So this
Okay,
thing
yeah, so
right
I want to
here.
try to see it properly.
It's vulnerable to fire.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, I see it mirroring you. Okay, yeah, I see it's like a mummy now.
So I could Din's Fire here, but I also have fire arrows.
You do.
If you don't have fire arrows or magic or whatever, you can activate this switch over there to make another fire spot.
There's some text on that wall as well.
Yes, I believe it reads.
Ooh, there's 3 Anubis.
Like has some
Anubis?
sort of message.
Can you actually read it?
This thing? Yeah,
Oh, I would know what it says now.
I think.
I am very curious. It's probably something just very utilitarian of like, this is how to complete the dungeon. If you can read it.
Pretty sure you can read it. I thought you could.
Hmm.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
Guess it's just
Where's
decoration.
this last Anubis?
You mean the Beamos?
Oh, maybe I do need to kill the Beamos.
Oh, they need bombs, huh?
They need explosives.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there you go.
Apparently, I need to just kill all the enemies.
That's what is typical, I think, for that kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Now Abby wants to talk to you about something. Maybe she wants you to go to the, smart. Maybe she wants you to
All of those are
go to the
angry
Shadow
enemies
Temple.
and will attack you. I think she just wanted to tell me about the thing. Is this the... No. It must be a future spot. Oh, no, it is this one. I'm
Oh?
just bad at accuracy, apparently.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm just bad at accuracy.
Ah! What? Was it invisible?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, invisible chest.
On both sides.
Wow. Interesting.
Those are they're obviously not super helpful here, but they're very useful in the randomizer.
Yeah. Ah. Iron Knuckle 2.0.
Whee!
That's a lot of damage with one swing.
Yeah, it does.
Ow.
I'm actually going to go ahead and drink my blue potion here.
You do have some limited magic as well, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is this 1 or 2 doses?
It's one dose.
1 dose. I know milk is 2, so I wasn't sure about potions.
I think only milk is.
Okay.
I mean, they don't take hits super well from the Bigoron sword.
Apparently.
It deals like 8 damage on a jump attack. So.
Mhm. Appears to be daylight now instead of nighttime. I approve of that. I think I remember you doing that. Yeah, there you have it appearing, so you can't teleport over.
Mm-hmm.
Or a long shot over.
Yeah. Because otherwise you could.
Yeah, you could do the Kid Blink bit or whatever, and then... Mirror Shield! Now, why do you think they changed the look of the Mirror Shield in this game versus Majora's Mask?
I don't know.
I'm noticing it has the Gerudo symbol on it.
It does.
So maybe they wanted to make it not tied to the Gerudo.
It's very sparkly.
It is very sparkly.
Also, apparently like-likes think it tastes awful.
That's nice. Wait, did your Deku Shield burn up again?
I can't use it as an
Oh, it's grayed out or whatever, blacked out so much that I couldn't even tell it was still there.
But you can see I can
Yeah.
target that with this. So
I can also actually finally see it's a hand now that it's not pitch black outside.
Wee. Well, good thing I activated the thing.
See, Ben, that was the utility of that shortcut that you
Yeah,
you found.
an utter failure to a long shot.
It's a very useful shortcut.
Now, there is a downside to this shield in that it cannot like reflect like Deku Scrub projectiles
Ah, it only reflects light,
or Aqua
not
projectiles. Right.
only light.
It breaks them instead. That's generally not too big of a problem because there's alternate ways to defeat those enemies.
Uh-huh.
But
Or you could just change what you equipped, I suppose.
you could as well. But like Deku Scrubs are very vulnerable to the Megaton Hammer. It just shakes them.
Mm-hmm.
Out
I
of
saw you
the
doing
thing.
that with business scrubs.
Yes, it works with any of the Deku Scrubs. It's very useful.
Those little things that you didn't realize as a kid.
A lot of temples
Where's
in a
that?
row here.
Huh?
Oh, just a lot of temples in a row.
In our episodes, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's interesting, so sometimes I feel like I have less to say when you're doing the temples compared to other bets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the analogy that makes sense to me, based on something that you've said, Ben, so you have said with musicals that you like plays, fine, but you're not really a big fan of musicals.
It's true.
Because you said that it feels like they pause the story, like the plot, in order to sing a song, and then come back and resume the plot after the song.
Yep.
And I kind of feel like that way with dungeons, because I'm not watching for the gameplay per se, right, of like fighting things or something. I'm watching more for that. I'm interested in like the story and the world building and all that kind of stuff too. So I'm more interested in like, you know, other things like that. So it almost feels like we're pausing the plot to do a dungeon, and I'm waiting for the plot to resume afterwards, kind of a thing, you know. So I kind of feel like there's a bit
Longshot
of
lets
that.
you skip that room, by the way.
Like I have less to say about the gameplay because I'm not actually playing.
Yeah.
Compared to other aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing that when I was thinking about this analogy was that there are some musicals like Les Mis or Hamilton that are sung through, where like basically the entire thing is.
And I enjoy
songs.
those generally.
Yeah. Is there something kind of like that with video games, where like the dungeons are interspersed, you know, as it were, dungeons, or kind of like the whole doesn't have separate dungeons, but it's just like the whole thing is an equal amount of. You're trying to play Zelda's Lullaby, right?
I need to play Zelda's Lullaby, and I keep playing the Song of Time.
Okay.
Like a doofus.
Yeah. Hey, this wasn't Epona's song.
Mm.
So, like, can you call Epona to the Desert Colossus?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let's see
more
if
of these guys. Wait, the other ones have eyeballs in the same way, the torch slugs.
Okay, so what?
You're getting curb stomped by lava turtles.
So if you hit these guys right, you can skip the puzzle here. By taking that damage.
They're hitting you.
Yeah, they are hitting me.
Like taking damage from them instead of.
Yeah, so if you're in hit stun from them, you can go and open that chest.
I think it might be easier to just do the puzzle.
I mean, is it
unless
though?
You're like standing. I don't know what the puzzle is, but at this rate, it sure seems like it's easier and less deadly.
But this is fun.
Is it? I'll take your word on that one,
okay.
as you're burning to death. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Like video games where there aren't like dungeons where there's like a burst of, you know, you have a goal and enemies and all of that. But maybe kill all of them. That might help.
Maybe I need to blow up some doors.
But like where it's kind of the equivalent like a sung through, where like they'll have the they'll have like the plot relevant bits within the dungeons, or
Yeah, this puts it out. You can see why speedrunners and stuff skip it. I just am not practiced at that, so I don't have the right angle. I know the idea and the theory behind it.
Yeah.
Execution's another matter.
But do you know games that are like that, where like they have in the dungeons they're having like cutscenes, or where it's the whole thing is dungeon-esque, or things like
yeah,
that?
I'm trying to think. Like, I've definitely played games that are delivering some story in dungeons, but a lot of the times, like, dungeon stuff is meant
to be just pure gameplay.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it for like the puzzles and the fighting and the gameplay kind of things.
Exactly.
But that is probably part of the reason why I do like Majora's Mask, because it has only a few dungeons. It's many fewer dungeons than like this game is, and it has more like side quests, which tend to be more about like the characters and things like that. So I find that way more interesting.
Yeah.
Like I even found, you know, like the thieves' hideout where you were rescuing the Gerudo's fortress. I found that more interesting potentially. In some ways, because you know you do have like things that are happening that relate to the world building or the plot or characters in a way that's different from how it is in a dungeon.
Yeah, I think I'd have to think about like, because a lot of the time the focus is entirely on like or is at least primarily focused on gameplay.
Which makes sense. It's a game.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be weird if it weren't. You know. Probably it'd be really annoying if it kept on like cutting. You know, okay, middle of the fight, stop for a cutscene. People would find that really annoying, probably.
Yeah, like to some extent, you're going to the musical for the songs.
Yeah, exactly, and often it's song and dance, right?
No, what I mean is like in that metaphor.
Yeah.
The plot is the music.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that it's really elaborate because you normally have song and dance, and like you said, you're there, because you're not there just to see a straight play, but to have the singing and dancing and stuff.
No, my metaphor got lost. So what I'm saying is, to some extent, cutscenes are kind of like the music to a video game, where the primary thing, the primary activity of the player is playing the game, and taking a break from that is kind of like those musicals.
Oh, so you're switching it around, the opposite direction. Oh.
To where you are coming to a video game, like if somebody is going to musical, like if you're going to a musical for the story or I don't know, I'm getting a little good. The metaphor is getting a little confused.
I thought you're keeping the metaphor the same way is what I thought, in which ooh, we have a cutscene now. So see, like this is interesting because this is like plot stuff in the dungeon. Ho 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 ho! Looks like someone is here, Kume. Hee hee hee! Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple! Ho ho ho! We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson! Hee hee hee!
I mean, I guess in some regards, it would be more realistic to say, like, the music in a musical is like the gameplay of a video game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Where people go to a musical specifically because they want to see like the music and the dancing and everything.
But you just kind of want them to tell the story.
Yeah, that would be the opposite. Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying.
I think that's how you make the metaphor work.
That's what I thought you were saying, and then you were saying the opposite of that.
So I got myself confused.
Yeah. Oh, loyal minion! I'm doing the voice wrong now, aren't I? Let's see if I can do the screechy voice again. Destroy this intruder on our behalf! Hee hee hee! Or is it ho ho ho? Which one's talking?
I don't know.
I love how bulbous their eyes are.
Yar.
Also, I love their song.
This is a funny moment.
Their theme is great. This is funny. I didn't remember that happening. So this kind of thing is great to me, where it's like, there's like, you know, plot and character relevant stuff happening in the dungeon. I don't know if there's a good way to like do that without disrupting gameplay. So obviously we just have a cutscene.
There is a way that you can do it to some extent, where if you have what's called barks, I don't know, but basically if you have voice, you can have voice stuff going while the player's playing.
Or like when we've played that was really fast. When we've played like Hyrule Warriors, they'll have dialogue pop up at the bottom that isn't like you don't have to press it to have it stop or things, so you just keep on playing while it's happening. So that way you could do it.
Yeah.
Where am I? Well, looks like she's back to normal, Kume. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo Kotake. They're using Gerudo like it's plural. Maybe we should make her work for the great Ganondorf for a little while longer, ho ho ho. Then we should brainwash her again, hee hee hee.
Explaining what happened to her the first time.
Yeah.
So...
which is a good way of doing it, actually.
Did she just die, or did she get teleported somewhere?
Well, they were saying they wanted to brainwash her, not kill her.
It's true, they did say that.
So either they gave up because she started running, or they're going to do that anyway. But yeah, again, that's a good question, because I'm thinking that they are deliberately leaving it ambiguous about whether or not the sages are alive or dead.
It's very, there's a lot of strong clues that they might be dead.
A lot of them you can take it either way, but...
Absolutely. As a kid, I thought they teleported her off
Are there
somewhere.
snakes? Are those images on those pillars or something? Down. There you go.
Probably. There's an association. Like, if you saw the central area, it was like a cobra hood.
Yeah, that's why I suggested it. And there's writing on the walls. Do you see that too?
Yeah, it's very, like...
Ooh, and there are snakes here. It's an Ouroboros, actually. That they're eating each other. Look at that stupid kid. He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. I love their theme.
Mm-hmm.
With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul.
They show up in the Gerudo Valley Smash Brothers map.
Oh, yeah.
And
in the
they will-
background?
No, they will
They
come in
attack
and
you.
so you can break the bridge, and when you break the bridge, at some point they'll come back and turn one side of the map to like basically set it on fire or freeze it.
Interesting. When do they combine into Twin Rova?
You have to hit them a few times.
Oh, okay. And to follow the advice you were given, using the mirror shield.
Yep.
Twin Rova Kotake, Ganondorf's surrogate mother.
Interesting question.
They
there.
actually tell you the surrogate mother. I want to see what it says about Komei and then interrogate surrogate mother. Also surrogate. Okay, so who's his real mother? They're surrogate mothers.
So there's two ways that you could interpret surrogate here. You could
Oh, yeah.
you could interpret it as the person, the biological mother who gave birth for someone else.
Uh-huh.
So like that's probably more medically advanced than they're thinking at this time.
Yeah. This time being 1997 or whatever.
96-ish?
I
Something
don't
like
know.
that. 98? Somewhere in there. I don't know. I get kind of confused about the release date between like this and Pokemon Red and Blue. Which I think originally released in Japan in 96 as Red and Green and then came
Well,
out
I
as Red
think
and Blue in
this
the US in
might be
98.
copyright 1998, this game for the United States, but then they also like would have had to been creating it before that.
98 was the copyright in 98 and 2003 was the copyright at the title screen for this version.
Yeah.
So I think they probably mean it in the sense of like he helped or she helped raise or they helped raise him.
Yeah. Which
but
is why I said that raises the question of who his birth mother is.
Yeah, biological mother is.
Are they Gerudo as well?
I assumed.
Probably.
But the other thing that's really interesting is that they look like Ganondorf.
They do.
Unlike the other Gerudo.
They have the weird skin color. It's like kind of the greenish skin or something.
Yeah. I accidentally froze the floor.
I noticed.
I'm getting thrown off by the accuracy, or by the
Oh, it's backwards. Is that how?
the vertical directionality
Yeah,
thing.
that's funny. It's still happening. It's amazing. It's like I guess it's everything that's vertical.
yeah.
is doing that.
Everything is just different from what
I'm used to.
So you can actually shoot them with the hook shot to keep them in place,
Nice.
and people will use that as speedrunners to try to make
Mhm.
this a little bit easier or more consistent.
Yeah.
See, because like if she was more over there, it'd be easier.
Yeah, it would be if they were like closer together or closer to you or whatever. Ah! I think you had a bad angle.
I did.
Wow, that's so weird looking. Ooh, you're low in health.
Yeah, I have 2 fairies though, so
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
It's a finder.
Yeah, my accuracy's been really
I
bad.
wish they stayed. They kept shooting that at you longer because it would give you more time to find the other one.
Yeah,
I feel like that's been the problem. Is like you haven't had time to catch the other one. They also seem to fly in opposite directions a lot, which makes it difficult. Ah. Oh, there you finally got her. Link's so tired.
Yeah, when you get low on health, he does a tired animation, which
Yeah.
I think is kind of cool.
I think that is really, yeah, I think it's a good decision on their part. Adds a kind of human element or something.
Boy, I'm really bad at aiming.
You're
this.
shooting the ground a lot, I think, right?
Yeah, part of the issue as well is it's just a little hard to be precise with this.
Yeah, it feels like it would be. I need to find the other one too. Sometimes they've been in like completely weird locations. Like I feel like she's getting behind the other one.
I feel like I've got to be getting. Yeah.
Ha!
Okay.
There you go. Okay, now let's get serious, Kotake. Okay, Kome. Kotake and Kome's double dynamite attack. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that they're his surrogate mother in this form?
That would make the most sense to me.
What does Navi say about her? Twin Row, but this is the combined form. Doesn't really say.
Yeah. So this first part is pretty easy. If you do that, she moves on faster, I think.
And it's absorbing her attacks?
Yeah, it absorbs.
Does it do that for anything else, or just for her?
Oh, just for her.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
There we go. If I hadn't fudged that up, I think you can one cycle.
Ah.
So one of the things that'll be a problem here is that she will alternate between fire and ice.
And it has to be both.
And it
in
has
a
to
row.
be triple of the same thing.
Uh-huh, that makes sense. Oh, they cancel each other out.
Yeah.
So you're going for, that's why it's going red.
Yes.
Should have done ice, apparently. Or does she know and is deliberately choosing the other one?
I don't know.
To
I
spite
think
you?
it's just a 50-50 chance each time.
Well, apparently there was 3 in a row of ice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Haha. The sound is very urgent. And we're combining that with the sound of you
Low
losing
health.
your low health, yeah. It's very dramatic. Yeah, you got her.
Yeah, if I had done a proper jump slash and then crouch stabs, I think I would have one cycled her, but
Well, it was good to be
It's
able
okay.
to see the second iteration of it too.
a little bit more complex one.
Yeah, exactly. The music's back.
So all the identical
Shoot!
twins
what a
out there.
fresh kid! But this time we'll get serious, right, Kotake? Oh, and they've got Halo's just like, hey, Kome, what is that above your head? I don't know, but you have one over your head too, Kotake. But I'm only 400 years old, and I'm just 380 years old. We're twins who try to lie about your age. You must have gone senile. What are you calling senile? Is that your own sister? We are twins. How can you be older by 20 years? Yeah, how heartless are you? How can you be so ungrateful? You're heartless. You're ungrateful.
So to all the identical twins out there, how do you
I'll come back to haunt you.
do you wish you could fusion with your sibling, your twin sibling?
No,
We're not twins.
I think I can still answer no.
Sometimes people have thought we were twins.
They have. And they thought it at very weird times of our lives when we were clearly different ages. Like when,
Yeah.
when you were a toddler and I was an infant. They're like, are they twins? And it's like, no. Do you see how much taller and bigger he is than her? Like when we were, like now, or when we were like
Mm-hmm.
15 and 13 or something, maybe even, I don't know. We were both small for our ages.
Yeah.
And there's kind of an age point when girls tend to be taller than boys as well.
Yeah.
Kind of around like 12 or something.
Mm-hmm.
She's got light lipstick on too.
Yeah.
Kid, let me thank you.
Okay, you're allowed.
Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the sage of spirit? It is interesting that like she was brainwashed. It's like that's like soul or mind or whatever. Then it's the stage of spirit.
Yeah.
Like she was suborned by the thing that she's the sage of almost, or the part of her that that realm. Anyway, and now I'm gonna fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid? No. Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. It's orange. It almost looked red for a moment, but it is orange.
It is orange, yeah.
I think that's a reference to the, I'm blanking on what it's called now.
Oh, yin yang?
Yin yang, thank you. Yin yang?
I don't think so, but I'm not positive. Those look like, I forget the name, but it shows up in Skyward Sword, I think, as a, like, crafting material that you can get from the spirit realm that has kind of that teardrop shape. Yeah, that curved teardrop shape.
Well, I don't remember that.
It starts with an M, I'm pretty sure, but I don't actually remember the name offhand, and I want to say it's something like Mandala, but I don't think that's right at all.
How about Moon's Tear? That was a joke.
But Naburu awakens as a sage and adds her power to ours.
Yay. If only I knew you'd become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then.
To a 10-year-old?
No, wasn't the promise that she would like give us what we wanted or something?
No, she'd reward us. She didn't make clear.
She didn't say what she'd reward us with.
No, it was ambiguous.
That's what I was thinking. So, huh. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what.
You're gonna be attacked by a Gwei or something.
I am.
You can't just stand still in places like this or Hyrule, Lake Hylia or things like that.
Ooh, let's go do a fun thing. Let's go do a fun thing to wrap up.
A fun thing. I like fun things. Is that like a? What is this part of the statue here?
I don't know. It's just some sort of.
Are they cobras
arch.
or something? No, it's an arch.
It's just a stone arch.
Oh, I see it is. From the angle, I couldn't tell they were connected. Ooh, it's a little oasis over here, huh?
Yeah. Storms in the Desert.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the name of an OC remix song, I think.
I believe it probably is. Way.
Did I do this in the right spot?
Maybe it should be more on it. Yeah, in the middle of it.
There's. Oh, maybe you need to stand over here on this thing.
Oh, and the plinth. Oh, yeah, but there's like something that says there. Because she's interested in it, she being Navi.
There's a spot where you can stand and play the Song of Storms and it fills us up.
Probably this one. Yep, there we go. There we go.
There we go. And I think that's really cool.
That is cool.
There's a lot of really cool interactions in this game. Oh, also it's a fairy fountain.
No, oh, you lost a fairy, didn't you? No, you didn't. Never mind.
I'm going to get a new copy of that potion. Actually, there's a couple of things I want to do in Kakariko, so maybe we should just go to Kakariko. Okay, you know what? Maybe I need to look up this song first, because I don't remember how to play the Nocturne of Shadow.
Da, 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 da,
Left, right, right, A.
Is that
left,
the
right,
right
down.
one? It has Requiem as I'm singing. And listen to see if we can hear Sheik playing first. Here we go. See that Sheik playing?
Yeah.
Now it's you playing.
We'll need to play the song again next episode. We're going to be wrapping up fairly soonish here, but I want to go ahead and do a couple of things here. I want to get a potion refill, and I want to get this piece of heart. Maybe.
Maybe you can make it daylight so we can see things.
Yeah, maybe. Can't you get it from the grave?
I think daylight would be helpful.
Daylight would probably be helpful, but I'm pretty sure that would warp my position. I don't want that. Maybe it would help if I went to a different grave. Maybe that one was too close.
Ow.
Get out of here, Pam.
Wow, that was easy.
Turns out, Big Warren Sword hits really hard. Yeah, okay, this works better than Dampy's grave.
Mm-hmm.
This is super unnecessary because I'd have to get 3 more heart pieces to get another actual heart container. But like, that's been sitting there mocking me in my memory for a while, so I decided to do something about it.
All right, time to see Andrew's grandmother or whatever her name is in this. Old potion hag or something.
Sunsong and Song of Storms is really similar.
I can see what you mean.
They just have a different leading note.
Yeah. It's still raining. I guess because you haven't done the Nocturne or the Shadow Temple. But it's making me think about the Senket Day on the clock down. I keep on referencing Majora's Mask. I'm sorry, everyone.
Yes, you are referencing it a lot, but you like it a lot.
I do. Well, and it's similar to this in that it's the Zelda game from this era.
Yeah.
And I'm much more familiar with it. So.
Oh, you know what? Something else that I want to do real quick. I'm gonna get a potion. And I'm gonna.
Can you go in that hole in the windmill?
That's what I was gonna see if I could figure out. Well, if things have to be set on fire, at least it's raining.
And you found a use for money.
I found a use.
Was that really 100 rupees? Wow.
Yeah, it's 100 rupees for that potion.
It's expensive.
But it's the effect of 2 potions in 1, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Ah! Very stormy.
It is.
Hello, honey and darling. Which one's talking, do you think?
I have no idea.
What an annoying person. Interrupting like this. Us like this. Don't you agree, my love?
You might not be able to get into that hole, but I feel like you should be able to.
You have to be able to. Also, you can pick up that boulder.
You don't have to be able to.
Well, why else would it be there?
Flavor?
It's a weird flavor.
It is a weird flavor.
I don't know. Can you hook shot to the... Oh, really?
No.
Nope.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. You can't, like, hook shot onto one of the spinning things, right? And then get into it somehow that way.
I don't think there's a way inside. It's weird, because I feel like it's the sort of thing that should have a way inside. Maybe there's a Zelda Secrets video that explains it. I feel like I've seen one, actually.
But you don't remember what they said about it, just that it existed, huh?
No, I do not, unfortunately. Where are we at in Scatola count at this point?
45 left, I saw.
46.
Now.
We'll get a few more in Shadow Temple.
Alright.
That was me not moving the stick properly.
Gotcha.
The stick is a little temperamental. Okay, well, we're going to do this and warp to the graveyard, and then we're going to call this an episode.
Yep.
So I'll drop a save. And I want to thank everybody for watching.
We're so close to being done. Just one
We
more
are.
temple. And then Ganon's
One more
castle.
temple, and then Ganon's tower. So it is a good time. And our progress has been saved. I thank you all very much for watching. Like I said, until next time, everyone, take care and goodbye.
Bye-bye.